Hi there and welcome back to Vietnam, where we're currently temporarily located before I check into my new place in Japan. But as always, we're listening to Japanese music and bands that you guys recommend as a big thing. And we're coming on to one which is quite important here, actually, because this has been recommended so many times and I finally got round to it. It's a group called IRONBUNNY. Now, IRONBUNNY are one of Japan's many sort of crossover artists between the rock and the pop styles, and sort of a girl band working with rock music. That much I know, but as always I haven't over-informed myself. I don't know too much about this group in advance, so I'm going to be really arriving cold into this one and seeing what I think. But yeah, a lot of people who follow us on this channel have said really good things about them, so I'm really excited to see where this goes. I believe the song's called 23. It's by IRONBUNNY. And well, if I don't know anything about the artist, as I always say, no point in me waffling too much until I've listened, so let's get straight on with this one and see where it goes. Homelessness. Interesting, lots of production, lots of impact. See where this goes. Now that's a riff. What is that guy wearing? It's amazing. It's over the top and it's amazing. Okay, the build-up of this song, the intro and the verse was so good that the chorus doesn't feel like it's lived up to it. But let's see where it goes. Plenty of time for a crescendo. Good guitar playing. I can't say the solo really did anything for me though, but this is a nice breakdown. Get a big crescendo out of it. Oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen with the homeless guy? Wait, so that, Okay, bit of an anticlimax. 10 seconds to go. I'm guessing there's not going to be anything more than logos here. Whoever you are. Okay, a lot to unpack with this one. So, On the positive side, yeah, I mean, the beginning was really kicked ass, sort of fantastic. I love the way the intro was really dramatic. You had those little production elements, the big hits, and everything felt like it was building. And when the solo, it's not a solo, the riff came in, the riff was really powerful, really sort of one of those immediate riffs where you hear it and you immediately have to headbang. It's just fantastic, that. So everything was kicking off really good at the beginning. The vocal work in the verses, that kind of semi-rap thing, didn't really work for me. I felt it kind of lacked enough rhythm or impact to really match the music was behind it. I would have probably, in this case, although I usually like that kind of style of vocal, I would have probably, in this case, probably more enjoyed something which had been slightly more sung, something a little bit more melodic, because what was happening with the guitar and the drums and the bass and everything was so impactful already that there wasn't really room for that kind of vocal unless it was going to be really, really powerful. And the vocals felt, to be honest, a little bit thin. So yeah, that was kind of the point where I was like, okay, let's see where it goes. The chorus didn't really do anything for me, actually. I find the chorus was, it was all right. Just wasn't particularly, don't think it's going to get stuck in my head or anything like that. It's not to say it's bad, just not particularly good. Not as good as the intro kind of deserved. The song started so strongly. It's one of those ones, it's a victim of its own success. When you've got such a brilliant intro, sometimes it can be very hard to write a chorus that can live up to it. And I think this song kind of is a victim of that particular thing. Decent chorus, not really as good as the initial first few seconds kind of lead you to believe it's going to be. Now, yeah, when the song moved on, the ending, I gotta admit, the ending sort of brought a few feelings in that the bridge was decent. Like I said, the guitar solo was very competent, very technically good, but just sort of didn't seem to add anything to the song. It was one of those guitar solos that seemed to be very twiddlerific and very like, wow, but didn't move the arrangement of the song anywhere. Then it broke down. You had a final chorus, which was a key change, that was nice for re-injecting a bit of energy. But the thing which I kind of noticed is when that riff, which was so fantastic the first time round, came back the last time round, I felt it lost its impact. And I think this is one of the problems with the song, is it started off so well that it didn't really do anything to build on that. So by the end, I kind of felt like there was a lot of wasted energy. I think they started with so much power that because they never really let up, because they were always going at 11 all the way through, there's only two real ways to sort of work out that level of power. Well, three real ways. I mean, one way is to have a song that's incredibly short, do it punk style. Obviously, we weren't expecting that from them. The second way would be have a song which kind of goes in and out, has its sort of quieter moments, heavier moments, quieter moments, heavier moments. I always had a couple of bars of quietness in the bridge, but that wasn't really much. This was kind of at maximum pretty much all the way through, which meant there wasn't much respite to give the heavy bits any impact. And of course, the other way you could do it is just start quietly and build up. Yeah, this song, like I say, by the end, for something that started with so much strength and power and was like, wow, by the end it kind of felt like, the riff was just and I was like, the energy's gone. Over a song that isn't that long, I felt like by the end the energy had depleted quite easily. And I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hatred for saying this, but we're always got to be very honest on this channel. I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that I found the vocals kind of not very interesting. Like I said, it's not to say that I don't usually like that style. The chorus melody wasn't that great. The vocals didn't really stand out too much anyway. They kind of felt a little bit generic. I think the biggest problem we've got here is after hearing so many bands do so many different takes on how do you mix metal or hard rock or anything like that, those harder sounds with pop sounds, with girl band sounds, we've heard it done in so many different ways now that I guess the bar has been set very high. It's surprising how many of them have been really good. This is competent. There's nothing wrong with it. The musicianship's good. The sort of suit the guy's wearing is really cool. That's a great little gimmick they got going there. Nothing wrong with having a good gimmick in the band. But just nothing about this made me stand out and make me go, wow, okay, yeah, this band I've got to hear more by. It's kind of one of those ones where I would be interested to hear more of them out of a curiosity because they're obviously so popular and because they seem to be so competent. But like I say, nothing really, other than the visual element, nothing really stood out as being particularly unique or individual. There was nothing where I went, okay, yeah, this band has made their mark. It was just kind of like, well, yeah, we've heard this kind of thing before. And like I say, that was mostly played up to the fact that like it started so strong and didn't really do anything with that strong start. So it was good. I wouldn't turn it off if I heard it on the radio. It'd be one of those songs. You get those songs where when it comes on, people don't listen to the radio so much anymore anyway. But even if you listen to it on like Spotify or iTunes Music or whatever you use, or Apple Music, or whatever they call it now. When you hear a song and when it comes in, everyone in the room goes, yeah, this song, yeah, this is great. And then by the end, everyone's just kind of chatting. I think this is one of those songs. I really do. It grabs you at first, but then doesn't do anything with that energy. So, as always, guys, suggest more to me. Because, like I said, I always go into this without any foreknowledge, except for what you guys have told me. And I try to get you guys not to give me too much information anyway, to make it an honest reaction. Maybe they've got more songs that would be more engaging for me. Maybe this one was just a popular one, therefore it's a little bit more generic, but they've actually got more interesting things underneath which you can show me. So give me links, give me suggestions to what you think of the song. If you're not familiar with the band already, just give me some stuff to work on here, because I think this is I wouldn't say this is one that's particularly grabbed me, but I know a lot of people really like this artist, so I want to try and get a better idea of why. Now, one thing I would point out as well is that the video, credit to the guy who was director of photography, the lighting was really nicely done. Sorry, I love the way that visually the lighting looked, but the director, don't know what the director was thinking. It's kind of like, and that whole thing with the homeless guy in the middle is like, I mean, I'm not one of those people. I don't jump on the social justice warrior bandwagon or anything like that. But I did kind of think, if you're going to put a homeless guy in here, you could do something a little bit less condescending than, well, I mean, homeless busker, I'm assuming it's middle of the night, no one's there. Something a little less condescending than he sits on the street and then our guitarist walks by in like cool outfit and then he stands up and smiles like, oh, that's made my life better. It's like, really? That's the most message you could get out of this? It's like, okay. Better off just not including that at all, in my opinion. And the live elements were kind of directed in a mediocre way. So, yeah, I thought the video direction was a bit dull, to be honest. But I think this, to be honest, a lot of this to me feels just like a bag of wasted opportunities. Like good things going on that were not properly developed. So, as always, like I say, these are just my opinions, and entertainment is subjective. Music is entertainment. I give my informed opinion, as informed as it may be. It is just my opinion, and there's probably other people with more informed opinions than mine anyway. So get in there, give me your comments and suggestions. If you can comment on this video, you can like or you can dislike if you want to, but if you dislike, you better tell us why, so we can have a discussion about it. That's what this is all for. And obviously, you can get involved as well. If you want to get more into the conversation, we've got links in the description below to our Twitter, Discord, Facebook, and obviously Reddit. We have a subreddit. Yes, I keep on forgetting all the things we have. There's so many. And if you actually like what we do, which you might not if you're a fan of the band and you've just seen this review, but if you do like what we do, we've got a Patreon, because we don't make any money from this. It's all honest opinions. No ass kissing, and therefore I don't think anyone's going to sponsor us to do this. So feel free to get into the Patreon if you want to give us a bit of support to do more of what we're doing. But thank you so much anyway for tuning in today. And as we always say, it would be lovely to have you along for the conversation. So stick around and subscribe as well if you want to, because that'd be a good way to get in contact with us as well and check out more of the future videos. We cover so many bands, got so many videos already. It'd be great to have you along for the ride with us. Anyway, for now, from Vietnam, where I temporarily am, thank you as I say so much, and ciao ciao.